monster ant.
Welcome. Today, we're exploring a tiny creature with a huge reputation, the fire ant. These reddish-brown insects might seem harmless, but if you disturb their colony, you'll quickly see why they're so feared. Fire ants are highly organized, working together with teamwork and precision that rivals our own societies. They're incredibly resilient, able to survive tough conditions and outcompete other species. And their sting, it delivers venom that's both painful and unforgettable. What really sets them apart is their collective strength. Thousands of ants working in perfect harmony. It's a true marvel of nature. Their aggression, complex social structure, and ability to invade new places make them one of nature's most successful and feared tiny titans. From their powerful venom to their impact on ecosystems and daily life, fire ants are a story of survival, adaptation, and unity. By the end of this journey, you might find a new respect for the incredible power packed into these tiny bodies and the complex society they've built. Step into the fascinating and still fearsome world of the fire ant and discover what makes them so successful. The fire ant's sting is no ordinary prick. It's a rapid injection of venom designed to inflict instant burning pain and chaos. Fire ants grip with their jaws, then sting repeatedly. Each ant can attack multiple times in seconds, and where there's one, hundreds more follow. Their venom, called solenopsin, causes a burning itching sensation, sometimes leading to white pustules at the sting site. For most, it's a painful nuisance, but for some, especially those with allergies, a sting can trigger severe reactions, even life-threatening anaphylaxis. That's why fire ants are a true public health concern, requiring constant vigilance and control. Their sting is more than a defense. It's a biological weapon, honed by evolution. The real terror of fire ants isn't a single sting, it's the coordinated assault of the entire colony. Disturb a mound and thousands of ants pour out triggered by alarm pheromones. This isn't chaos, it's collective intelligence in action. Ants swarm up anything in their path, grass, sticks, or your leg, attacking in near unison. They wait for their comrades, then sting all at once, maximizing pain and shock. This swarm strategy is terrifyingly effective, leaving a lasting impression on any intruder. The colony acts as a superorganism, sacrificing individuals for the group's survival. Their defense is hardwired by millions of years of evolution. The result? A mound of tiny insects becomes an unrelenting army. In nature, unity is strength, and fire ants embody that perfectly. It's a lesson in the power of collective action. To understand fire ants, you have to look underground. The mound is just the entrance to a vast network of tunnels and chambers, home to tens of thousands of ants. At the center is the queen, laying up to 1,500 eggs a day. Her survival is the colony's top priority. Workers are divided by age and size. Young minims care for the brood. Older ants forage and defend. This caste system keeps the colony running with military precision. Some populations have multiple queens, creating super colonies that dominate huge areas. These interconnected mounds make fire ants even harder to control. Their ability to build complex societies is what makes them such a force of nature. Beneath our feet, a superorganism works with a single unified purpose. That's the secret to their success. For many, the fear of fire ants is personal, born from a painful backyard encounter. They thrive in sunny lawns, parks, and gardens, making our favorite spaces their territory. Accidentally disturbing a mound can turn a pleasant day into a nightmare of stings, but the impact goes beyond pain. Fire ants invade electrical equipment, causing costly damage and even fires. Their mounds disrupt landscaping and farming, adding economic strain. Schools and outdoor workers must stay vigilant to avoid stings and allergic reactions. For those with severe allergies, Fire ants are a constant source of anxiety. Our expansion creates perfect conditions for them, leading to more frequent and painful encounters. The battle for territory is ongoing, right in our own backyards. Sharing space with fire ants means living with their aggressive presence. Fire ants threaten more than just humans. Their painful stings and aggressive swarming put pets, livestock, and wildlife at serious risk. Curious pets can be swarmed in seconds, and farm animals are vulnerable to painful, sometimes fatal stings. Farmers and ranchers face real losses as fire ants injure newborn animals and damage crops. The economic toll is significant. Lost livestock, ruined crops, and costly control efforts strain agricultural communities. Native wildlife suffers too. Ground-nesting birds lose eggs and hatchlings, while small mammals and reptiles are overwhelmed by relentless attacks. Fire ants outcompete native insects, aggressively taking over territories and resources. This reduces biodiversity and disrupts the balance of entire ecosystems. Their impact ripples through the food web, affecting everything from plants to top predators. The invasion of fire ants is a major ecological disruption, a threat to the health and stability of our natural world. The red imported fire ant, Solenopsis invicta, is a master invader. Arriving in the U.S. in the 1930s, they found few predators and plenty of resources, spreading rapidly. Their aggressive nature and adaptability let them conquer new territories worldwide. Fire ants decimate native insects, creating biological deserts around their colonies. This loss ripples up the food chain, impacting birds, reptiles, and mammals. They gather seeds and fruits, disrupting plant communities and natural regeneration. By protecting sap-sucking pests like aphids, they worsen crop damage. Their tunnels alter soil structure, and their mounds damage equipment and reduce yields. The landscape may look unchanged, but the web of life is drastically simplified. Fire ants fundamentally reshape environments, leaving a lasting mark. Their conquest is a sobering lesson in the power of invasive species. One tiny invader can change everything. Controlling fire ants is a daunting challenge. Their deep, sprawling colonies protect the queen, making surface treatments ineffective. Even if you kill the workers, the queen keeps laying eggs and the colony rebounds. During mating flights, new queens travel miles to start fresh colonies, spreading the infestation. Treat every mound, and a new one can appear overnight. Fire ants are survival experts. During floods, they form living rafts to float to safety. Multi-queen supercolonies make control even harder as vast networks of ants ignore territorial boundaries. Eliminating one mound barely dents the larger infestation. Their adaptability, reproductive power, and social complexity make them nearly unstoppable. Our efforts often feel like a temporary fix to a permanent problem. Fire ants are a force of nature, resilient, relentless, and hard to defeat. Managing them requires constant vigilance and creative solutions. The battle is ongoing with no easy answers. The fear of fire ants is well-founded. They're brilliantly equipped for survival and domination. Their painful sting, swarm tactics, and superorganism structure make them a force to be reckoned with. They threaten humans, pets, agriculture, and native wildlife, reshaping entire ecosystems. Their resilience and adaptability are awe-inspiring and a little terrifying. Our attempts at control often feel futile against their relentless spread. The fire ant's story is a lesson in the power of adaptation and cooperation. Even the smallest creatures can have the biggest impacts. Understanding them is key to coexisting and minimizing their damage. They command our respect and our attention.